Howdy y'all, thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of a Kickstarter I just got in, Tiny Epic Vikings. This is the deluxe edition, and I did get the expansion. I did have the playmats also, but I ordered it with somebody else and I went ahead and let them have the playmats, but did think about saving that to show on this video. Either way, here we go. As you can see there, just like a small box, just like the Tiny Epics, because we're zoomed in pretty big here, or pretty close here. But you can see, just like in the Tiny Epics, looks like there's going to be a bunch of stuff in this box. It even shows you all the components right there. And we can see here is a game for 1 to 4 players. Takes about 30, I'm sorry, I just should have read that, 30 to 60 minutes for ages 14 plus. Alright, let's get right into it. I actually haven't played a Tiny Epic for a while, so we'll see. I am zoomed way in here, so I'm going to move that just so we can go through the book here real quick. As you can see, it's got the contents there, the game setup. We have the gameplay overview, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So about 10 pages for the rules. Then we get into the 2-player game variant, the solo. And then the solo's about, looks like about 6 pages, 8 pages. But cool. And a quick reference guide on the back. Alright, we got a big old bag of meeples here. I'll separate those out, give you a closer look at those. Oh. And then this is probably, this is a little mini expansion, the shamans, so it's a good thing. I was about to just show you those anyways. And then a closer look at some of these cards, along with the bigger cards, and then the board. You can see the board here is a 3-panel board. I don't really need to zoom out for that because it pretty much all fits in there. That's the 1 to 3 player side right there. And this is the 4-player side. Okay, we'll start out with the big cards first. We have this one here, which looks like it's going to be the score track. And this is what's on the back. So it's probably going to be played here, and then you flip it over to do the scoring on the back at the end of the game. Then there's 4 of these. I'm assuming 1 for each color. Does look like they are different. And the front part does not look any different from what I could tell. Then there were 6 of these, which I'm assuming are the individual player powers, the different Vikings that you're playing. Or no, these look like gods actually. Yep, because Thor, Freya, Sif, Njord. So probably some gods you can go to worship. Then there's a small stack of these small cards, which look like runes. Maybe it's either pay those resources to get those runes, or pay those runes and get those resources. Then there's a stack of standard size cards, like standard magic. I think they're like 63 by 88, I believe. Sorry, I had a box right there. Yes, 63 by 88. For some reason my brain was wanting to think 80, and I was like, But this is just more just to show you the artwork from the game. That's a look at all the cards. Now we go into the wood that was in there. There was 1 of each of these, which are double-sided. Then these were the pieces that were for each color. These are the red ones. You can see the ships, which are double-sided. These little, looks like castle or like I can't think of it on the top of my head, but there was 2 of each of these, 2 of those. Then there's about 5 or 6 meeples of this color, of each color. And then a score marker, which when you flip it over, says plus 40. And like I said, there's some of those for each color. Then I noticed these little trackers, which might have probably have something to do with the gods, now that I think of it, because I noticed those tracks on them. And if you flip over each of these, they have a plus 20 symbol on them. Then we had double-sided runes here also, along with some little huts. And I'm assuming resource trackers, instead of actually giving out resources, you'll probably just have them on the tracker. You can see it looks like food, stone, and probably treasure. Or gold. Or wood. Duh. That makes sense. Wood. I don't know why I was thinking gold. But that was everything in the main box that looks like it goes to the game. Other than the expansion here, which is called Epic Viking Shamans. So let's see what comes in that. And this is the one that was inside the deluxe box, which it looks like it comes with 2 more gods. We see Loki here and Hel. And I thought that was a card, but it's actually a mini rule book for the expansion, stating how to pull it, how to mix that in and everything. And we see 6 new cards here, probably having to do with the new gods. And then there was a baggie of what looks like rune stones or whetstones maybe. I'm going to put that back in the baggie though. That way I can keep that separate for now until I play the game without it. And then we're going to get into this Ragnarok expansion here, which you can see actually looks like either it's going to have another board. Yeah, it's definitely a different map. And then it looks like it adds some extra stuff, but this definitely is not a standalone. It even tells you not a standalone. But it seems to be pretty staple with these Tiny Epics. I noticed like Pirates and stuff, Tiny Epic Pirates and whatnot, had a little mini expansion with each of them. But we got the rule book here. And then it looks like it's really just 4 pages of the new stuff, which looks like Valkyries and Giants. Was this in the regular one? I did notice the inside of this box is pretty, I guess, make you want to keep it. Sorry, it's just the inside of the lids. This is the inside of the lid from the base game. I don't know how I didn't notice that as I just threw everything in there. Some beautiful art inside of there at least. Alright, so we got the Giants here. Looks like they're little wooden things with numbers on them, probably their strength. So you're probably going to put these face down, and then when you go to fight them, you got to see what their strength is, which looks like it ranges between 6 to 9. Oh, there's a 10. So then it looks like each color has 3 Valkyries. We'll get that a little bit closer look up in there. Then we have some new cards here. Which makes me think we're probably going to see some new gods maybe, since we saw new cards with new gods. I saw Brunhilde there. So these are probably just characters. Probably not really tied to the gods now that I think of it. Oh, nope. We definitely see more characters there. Or more gods. At least that seemed to be what that back was. Maybe those are characters and it's just the god that you worship. Because that's actually quite a few of them. So we got 6 more of them. Oh yeah, these are definitely gods. Balder, Heimdall. Good old tier there. This is probably more of the player powers, because I noticed these are always different. Now I'm noticing they are color coordinated, so it's probably going to be, if you're playing with the expansion, you go to these. And then we have the new board. And this is the 4-player side with the 1 to 3-player side. But cool. I know that was a little bit fast look at everything, but hopefully it lets you see if it's something you were interested in. But it's definitely lives up to the names of the Tiny Epic stuff so far. But I'm going to get all back in here, try to get this to the table. We do tend to play a lot of the Viking games on our Thursday game nights. So we'll probably end up getting to this one. Other than that, thank you for watching and have a great day.